Hey, what's up, YouTube fam? It's your boy Kamo coming back with another reaction video for you. Today, I'm going to be reacting to Brian Regan, Emergency Room. This is an HD. Thank you. Brian Regan, I did a reaction to him previously. I think it was about Pop-Tarts, and a lot of people seem to like that, and I got a lot of people suggesting this one, so that's why I'm doing it. So, guys, if you do put in the comment section video you'd like me to react to, I will try to react to it, provided that it's not copywritten and all that kind of jazz. Which I will say I've been running into that more and more lately. Like a lot more comedy clips. I knew music was going to be an issue, but I'm getting a lot more comedy clips that have copyright on them, so I can't upload them. So just know that if you suggest a comedy one for me to react to, and you never see it up, that's probably what it is, because I do go through. I try to reply to those of you that do suggest one, and then I do it, and it won't let me upload it. I try to let you guys know, but I'm starting to get a lot more suggestions lately, so it's kind of harder to keep up with everybody of who I replied to or responded to and who I'm still waiting to do the reaction and yada yada. So just want to be clear with that. And guys, as always, if you could please subscribe and put in the comment section I subscribed, so I can thank you for that. I do appreciate every one of you that does subscribe. Reaction channels, from what I'm witnessing, when you're a smaller channel like mine is, it's a lot harder to get the videos up. I will say for sure, I've run into situations where I'm trying to react to something that I know other people have already reacted to, and their channels, it's up, and mine, it's not. And from what I'm hearing in my research and everything, a lot of it has to do with, YouTube will be a little bit more lenient and will push other people's videos that have more than 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 watch hours, because they can monetize them. So it benefits YouTube because they're making money off of those videos. Whereas like my channel, they're not making any money off my channel because I'm not monetized or anything yet, which is why they're not as lenient with me. So to get that all the way, I appreciate you guys for watching and subscribing, but this is a tough game, and I try to do videos every single day, and I might have to shift focus to something a little bit more of original content to get away from all these copyright things, although I'll still try to do these. I'm just giving you guys a heads up, and if you guys are still interested in that, I would appreciate it. The one video kind of series that I'm thinking about doing that would be technically original content is basically a video series like why I love boom, like that would be a comedian, like why I love Bill Burr, why I love Jim Jeffries, what I love the most about Bert Kreischer and Tom Segura. And so those really wouldn't have clips of them. It would just be like highlighting things about their story, their journey, their style, whatever it may be. And that's one thing I'm thinking of doing. So if you guys would be interested in that, if you could please let me know, I would appreciate that. I don't have a ton of subscribers, but for those of you that do watch this video and hear this part, just please, let me know in the comment section. We'll be down to watch something like that. With that out of the way, let's get this going. Took way too long of an intro there. I apologize.
I'm feeling good. I actually just recently had to go to the emergency room, though, and I had some stomach virus thing. I almost called an ambulance. It's weird, even considering calling an ambulance for yourself. You call ambulances for other people, right? What are you supposed to say about yourself? Can you come get me? Yeah, I don't feel so good. Just come on in, I'll be lying on the floor.
That is true. Like, how do you do that if you're the only one home and you need an ambulance to come get you? Do you just say, like, I'll try to leave the door unlocked, or like come in through the back because I can't move right now and the door's locked? Like, I don't even know what you'd say.
I'm just looking at the phone going, I don't know how to do this. I don't know what to do. It was at night, so I drove myself to the emergency room. That's a nice relaxing drive. No, after you. Merge, everybody merge. I'm only imploding.
That's very true. my this is so not the same thing, but my brother-in-law, he was in a situation. I just recently heard the story. That's why it's on the top of my head. Um, he was, I don't know where he was coming back from, but he was on the road and it was a lot of traffic. And it was like it was like a, in the desert. So it was just like two lanes, and apparently he was about a mile or so from the next exit, which had a restroom, and he really had to go to the restroom, like emergency style, not emergency room, but just, and so he went off to the shoulder and, sped through past everybody. And I guess a cop was there somewhere along the way and saw him, pulled him over, and, kind of asked him what the situation was. And I guess he told him, he was like, I'm about to shit my pants right now. So, and I feel like if I had to wait 5 more minutes, I'm going to shit my pants. So like literally, if this conversation keeps going on, I'm going to shit my pants right now. So, and I think the cop was cool with him and actually let him go. Like, but it's one of those situations where it's like, when you have an emergency, I know this is a different type, but you are just like, that's the last thing you want. Is just like, oh yeah, just everybody go ahead, cut in front of me, no problem. I'm not in a rush or anything. It's that's what irritates me about people that do drive like maniacs for no reason. Like they're just, because that's just how they drive. It's like, save the maniac stuff for like legit emergency.
So I pull up at the entrance to the emergency room. No valet parking. I mean, if that's not the biggest oversight in our solar system.
100%.
If there's ever a time where you want to go, can you park this because I need to collapse immediately?
So true.
No, I'm circling around a parking lot. Can I park there? I think I'm going to die. I'm dying too. Okay, go ahead. Yeah, I'll go up a couple levels. Unbelievable. I don't care if you're driving yourself or someone else to the emergency room. You still want to get out and run in with them. Are you supposed to drop somebody off and go park a car? Okay, you go in. Tell them you're shot. Ask them if they validate. Unbelievable.
So true. So true.
So I finally park, I go.
One of the things I think I love about Brian Regan's stand-up is he's known as a very clean, very family-friendly comedian. He obviously doesn't curse, and a lot of the stuff he talks about is things that a lot of people can relate to or have experienced or whatever. But what I've noticed is behind a lot of his jokes, he comes across as very, silly, goofy, whatever, but you can tell if you really watch, you can tell all of these jokes, or a lot of these jokes, are coming from places of like anger, like, or annoyance. Like he really is annoyed about the parking situation at hospitals. He is really angry that he had to go and people are just cutting him off. But that's like the basis of it. But obviously then the way he plays it out is, but what I love is just that because like Bill Burr could be doing the same exact material, but the way Bill is you will see the anger, you will see the annoyance, you will see the frustration. Whereas with he like hides it behind a lot of goofy silliness. So then that just makes him come across as more that. But it's literally, I think they could do the same jokes, but they would probably both be hysterical, but they'd be very different, even though the words are the same.
Going to check in, they ask the most insulting question when you check into a hospital. What seems to be the problem? What seems? Well, it seems.
See, that's annoyance right there.
It seems like everything on my inside wants to be on my outside. But I'm no doctor. What kind of condescending question? So they check me into my luxurious half room. There's a curtain down the middle with a mystery patient on the other side. And he's moaning over there. Thinking, man, they're never going to help me with him moaning like that. So I got to out-moan him, you know. Quit moaning, we're all hurting. The whole floor is like a haunted choir. It's got to be hell to work in this environment. So I'm killing time writhing. Nurse finally comes in. How are you doing tonight? I'm on a gurney. You have a painkiller or something? This is killing me. So she goes, how would you describe your pain? It's killing me.
My wife is a nurse, and you legit, because like, we've talked about stuff like this, and you legit have to ask those questions. Like, you know a person's in pain, but depending on how they describe the pain, it could be a totally different, like, because people could say it's a stabbing pain or it's this burning pain. She could explain it way better than I can, but they really do legit have to ask these questions, and it does play into how they treat you to a certain extent, or how they diagnose what the problem is.
I don't know if you remember that part. Ouch. What, are we playing that pyramid game? Excruciating. Horrific. Would rather have shards of glass in my eyes. How do I convey this to you? So she asks, how would you rate your pain? 4 stars. 2 enthusiastic thumbs up. She goes, how would you rate it on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the worst? Well, you know, saying a low number isn't going to help you. Oh, I'm a 2. Maybe the high 1s. And you could give me a baby aspirin and cut it in half. Maybe a Flintstone vitamin and I'll be out of your hair. You can go 10 to all the 3s and 4s and such. If anyone's saying such ridiculous numbers. I couldn't bring myself to say 10, though, because I had heard the worst pain a human can endure is getting the femur bone cracked in half. And I don't know if that's true, but I thought if it is, they have exclusive rights to 10.
No idea if that's true either, but it sounds.
And now I'm thinking, what was I worried about? Is there like a femur ward at the hospital? They would have heard about me and hobble into my room. Who the hell had the audacity to say he was at a level 10? You know nothing about 10. Give me a sledgehammer. Let me show you what 10 is all about, Mr. Tommy Ache. No! How can I possibly say 10? I can't. So I thought I'll say 9. And then I thought, no, childbirth. I better not try to compete with that.
Yeah.
And then I'm thinking, you know, it must be hell giving childbirth when your femur bone's cramped. So I said, I guess I'm an 8. She goes, oh, okay, I'll be back. I'm like, oh, I blew it, man. I ain't getting nothing with 8. But she surprised me. She comes in, she goes, the doctor told me to give you morphine immediately. And I'm like, morphine? That's what they gave the guy in Saving Private Ryan right before he died. Okay, I'm a 4. I'm a 0. I'm a negative 11. Morphine. So they gave me morphine. Wow. All I know is about 15 minutes later, just for the hell of it, I was like, I'm an 8 again. Guess who's an 8? And they finally checked me out. I'm walking down the hall going, say 8, say 8, say 8, say 8. Happy 8 day. Did you get some 8? Did you get any 8? What am I throwing? You can't throw a number. All right. Johnny Appleseed. Did you get any 8 over there? I don't understand my own visuals. All right.
There's not a lot of visuals to his jokes. All right, guys. Well, that was Brian Regan, Emergency Room. I love Brian. Like I said, he's got a very unique style, all his own, and I love his style, and I love that you can sense the frustration, even though it comes across very family friendly. I just love him. So thank you for suggesting. If you have any other videos you'd like me to react to, go ahead and place them in the comment section down below. If you haven't already liked this video and subscribe to the channel, put in the comment section I subscribe so I can thank you. I appreciate you guys. Till next time.